Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
On our media line, Cindy Adams, Marketing and Special Events Manager for the City of Eden. Hey, Cindy, how are you?
Hey, Mike, I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. And, it's a beautiful day in the wonderful land of Eden. Isn't it nice?
It is. It is absolutely gorgeous out there this morning.
Our program today is sponsored by That Little Pork Shop and Turner Furniture Company. More about them in a little bit. But now time to get an update from Cindy about some of the things you have planned for us. I'm ready to take notes as usual.
Yeah, we're cranking up and doing some things. We're very, very excited. Our first event is going to be May 20th, and that is our very popular Spring Grown and Gathered. Mm-hmm. And as of right this minute, unless I have a cancellation, I am sold out.
Are you really? Wow.
It's the fastest we've ever sold out. And we put the menu out last week that was going to be prepared by the Blissful Palate event and catering, and people went wild. And so we filled it up really quick. And so that'll take place along the canal at the Spray Mercantile in the Spray area. And that includes dinner. We're all set at the same long table, and it's going to be live jazz music, and it's really, really a beautiful evening. And it's all about local food. Mm-hmm. And we define local as any county that touches ours. Of course, we look for Rockingham County first, and we do find a lot in Rockingham County. And we made a visit out to Sunset Market Farms last week, and that is just, if people haven't been out there, you need to go. It's absolutely immaculate. Mm-hmm. And it's just beautiful, beautiful produce and eggs. And now he actually has chicken and beef. And so it's just a great place to go and get food.
I'll tell you, it's so nice to showcase these local folks and that venue there along the canal. That is absolutely perfect, isn't it, for that?
It is. People love it, and that's why they keep coming back. We sell out every time, and we keep it pretty simple. It's good food, good music, and great conversation across the table. And people have, new friendships have been made, connections have been made across the table, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, so that's sold out. No more tickets for Grown and Gathered. The spring edition, May 20th. Mm-hmm.
People can get on a waiting list. Historically, we have had people, of course, who can't make it, and they'll call in. So if you really want to come and get your name on a waiting list, I will certainly put it. It'll be first come, first serve. Mm-hmm, sure. And we'll be glad to call you.
Okay, but it might be good to go ahead and get things in line for tickets for your next Grown and Gathered, August 12th.
That's right. Call now. We'll start the list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Very good. Well, that kicks things off. People are ready to get out, aren't they?
They are. They're ready to be with one another. We're social creatures, and it's been a hard year for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And so I think once things open up even more, it's going to be a banner year for gathering.
Sure. Okay. And then June, wow, look at this month. There's a lot going on that month.
It is. June the 5th is one of our favorites. It's the Piedmont Pottery Festival. The Potters are thrilled. We're already getting applications. We will be back at the First Presbyterian Church. That worked lovely in 2019, and so they have been so generous as to open their doors to us again. And that'll be on Saturday, June the 5th from 9 until 4. Mm-hmm. And we'll have potters from all over the state of North Carolina, and they just bring some beautiful, beautiful pieces. And so we hope everyone will come out and meet those potters, buy some gifts, buy yourself something, and it's never too early to buy Christmas presents.
When I was there, when you had that on 2 years ago, I was amazed. I talked to some people, and they were shopping for Christmas. You're right.
Absolutely. I mean, it's I get a Christmas present from Paul every year, and he buys it at the Pottery Festival.
Really?
So I'm thrilled.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So that's June 5th, the Piedmont Pottery Festival. Mm-hmm.
And then we're waiting just a little bit longer to hear from the governor once again. We are planning for Oinkanale. We are moving forward with plans, and we'll be set if we get the okay. But that's June 19th. and but that's higher numbers than our other events, and so we're waiting for things to open up a little bit more. But we'll have the On the Border, which is a Eagles tribute band. We've already secured a lot of local brewers. Hell on Horse Creek out of Madison, Reynolds Brewery here in Eden. We'll have Two Witches Brewery out of Danville. We'll have domestics, and then we'll have lots of barbecue and ribs and things as such. That little pork shop will be a big part of this element because it's there on Monroe Street. And a lot of fun outside with some good food, drink, and entertainment. But again, we're going to wait just a little bit longer to hear from the governor and see what's going on.
Okay. And then what about Shaggin' on Fieldcrest on the 24th of June?
Same thing. It is set. It is ready to go. We have Cat 5 scheduled to perform, and they have moved up the ladder in beach music very quickly. And same scenario there. Again with Riverfest. Where I've already booked music. I've taken applications already. We just have to wait for that final go.
Okay. All right. Well, are there some other things you need to mention? I know we got to talk about the Eden Spring Curbside cleanup that starts today for sure.
Yes. Clean out those buildings. This is your one chance to put it out with no extra fee. Wood, old furniture, things that you just need to clean out. Put it on the curb. It'll be on your regular trash day. So, do that accordingly, but the city will pick anything up this week. They will not still pick up hazardous materials, tires, things such as that, but they will pick up the wood, the furniture, and other things.
Yeah. And you're talking about some big items there. We're looking at beds and mattresses and washers and dryers and refrigerators. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we, thank your trash man.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of extra work, be a lot of extra hours, and but the city is glad to do this for our citizens every year, and so take advantage of it.
Okay. Now I know you had the event planned for Saturday that probably could have gone on as scheduled.
It could have.
Yeah.
But, you hate that when you have to make that call. But the way the forecast was looking,
I know.
Some stations were saying storms in the morning, or at least rain and storms by lunch, and we had food involved. We were feeding about 100 people, and so you have to make those hard calls sometimes, and we just couldn't risk it, and so we thought we'd reschedule the cleanup.
We didn't want soggy hot dog buns.
No, and I really didn't want people with soggy feet out in, because you have to go off the curb a little bit to pick up trash, and it could have been pretty nasty.
Yeah.
But we will reschedule. Litter is a continuing problem. It's not going anywhere, and unfortunately. And so, and again, look in the later months, we're going to do a big campaign to bring some awareness to that, to help people realize the damaging effects of that. First impressions with newcomers, we could lose people because of litter and just the way our city looks. And so it's very, very important.
And, and I think people are beginning to become more aware of things, because I've seen a lot of social media posts in the last week or so urging people, hey, we're not an ashtray. What did your mama teach you? Did you throw trash around at home? Yeah, I've seen more and more of that.
Well, that's what it's going to take, is citizens just having enough, and helping educate others and bringing awareness to it. All of us have to do it. That is exactly what you want, people noticing and taking a stand on it.
Okay.
But we've all got to help with the pickup.
That's exactly right.
If you see trash, pick it up, at least in front of your home, in front of your business. If we all do that, every little bit helps. If you're walking down a sidewalk and there's a trash can nearby, pick up the trash. We've all got to do our part.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's what it will take. Okay. Well, we've got some time, though, so what else do we need to talk about?
One more thing to make people aware of. Some people saw last week that the structure adjustments were being made on Kings Highway. This week, starting approximately Wednesday and going through next Wednesday, the 21st, milling and paving will take place on Kings Highway. So there will be some slight delays, but we really particularly want people to be careful and to be slow through that area. Or if you really have to be in a hurry, take another route, because safety is very important for not just us in the cars, but those workers on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And so just be aware as you're going through. It'll be from Thompson Street, where the Biscuitville intersection is, all the way to Washington Street.
That's going to be nice, though. It's always good to get a nicely paved, newly paved road, isn't it?
It is. It is. It rides better. It looks better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
okay.
Thanks to Tammy Amos and her crowd that takes care of that and keeps our streets in tip-top shape.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So that starts Wednesday with that next part of that. Okay. Kings Highway.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
Cindy, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity every month. It's nice to let people know what all they can get involved in.
Well, you do so much for the city and to make things happen for us, and we appreciate you. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too. The
All
weather's
right.
going to be great.
I know. Yeah. Thank you, Cindy. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Always good to talk to our friend Cindy Adams. She is marketing and special events manager for the city of Eden. All of the events that happen right here in our city, Cindy makes it happen. Thank you for that. Our program is sponsored by Turner Furniture Company. I was just in the other day needing to buy something for a home. Turner Furniture Company has been in business since 1952. That's been around a long time. I think that says a lot, don't you? For you look at all of the companies since the early 50s, businesses that have come and gone over the years. I can think of dozens and dozens, but Turner Furniture Company still going strong on Meadow Road in Eden. They have that wonderful Serta bedding. That's what we're looking at right now. Lazy Boy recliners, Ashley, Hughes Furniture made in North Carolina, Vaughn Bassett, just some of the top names you'll find at Turner Furniture Company. Good selection and competitive prices, too. Then we have That Little Pork Shop on Monroe Street in Uptown Eden. Cindy mentioned them just a little bit ago. They'll certainly be involved if everything's on schedule in Oink and Ale, June 19th. They'll be right in the middle of that. But you don't have to wait till then. You can get into That Little Pork Shop now, and great little rock and roll barbecue joint, and enjoy their wonderful barbecue, their burgers. Oh, they've got a couple of burgers there that I just think are outstanding. Sandwiches, seafood, tacos, chicken, just a really varied menu. Lots of appetizers. It's really a favorite of so many people around the area. Good place to meet your friends and hang out there for a little while. All your favorite brews as well. That Little Pork Shop, Monroe Street in Uptown Eden. And that's our program for today. Again, thanks to Cindy Adams for bringing us an update. You can get more information at a couple of websites, exploreedennc.com and the city's website, which is edennc.us. And right there on Facebook, too, check out Explore Eden NC for updated information.